guys, thank you so much for tuning back in to my YouTube channel. This is my first video. It's just like introducing me to the world. Usually I am, I'm a bit reserved. I'm not shy, but I'm shy to like people who don't know me. I'm just not open to everyone, you know? So 2020 obviously is a new decade, it's a new year, and I am opening up my life for all to see. That's pretty wild, but I'm gonna do it. So let's begin. My name is Carrington Iris. Those who know me well call me Iris. Call me Iris. In the modeling world, everyone calls me Carrington. But I definitely prefer Iris. I think Iris it's more organic because the people who have grown up with me know me as crazy, loud, always talking, not really loud, always talking Iris. Like I could go on and on and on and on. So that's why I feel comfortable when people just call me Iris, you know? Let me know that you know me. I am 25 years old. Can you believe it? I'm 25. I turned 25 in November, and it was definitely an awakening for me. I am in the process. Actually, I'm not even in the process, honey. I have done it. I have decluttered my life of people who just were not on the same frequency as me. And it was a really painful process, but I am so grateful because now I have a jillion and one reasons to smile. I have a jillion and one reasons like to be grateful. I feel at one with myself and the world because of this process. So I'm going to give you guys like just a tiny background of me, but you're going to get to know me if you keep up with my YouTube channel. So I currently live in New York. However, I am a Texas girl, okay? Born and raised in Texas. I haven't been back in I feel like it's been a year and a half, which is not, I don't know. It's not the best because I love Texas, but honey, bring a girl to New York and she'll never go home. So I live in New York, but first I graduated college and I moved straight from college to Los Angeles. And boy, LA was the biggest struggle of my life. It was, ooh, child, I can't even explain it. LA was it was definitely my growing phase. Like I didn't really know who I was. I didn't really know what I wanted. But LA, you go to LA, honey, it's gonna strengthen you, okay? So that definitely is what happened with me. I went and started pursuing my modeling career. Things actually happened. I gave myself a year. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a year, and if this is not popping off for me, then I am going to go back to school. So things started popping for me, and so I decided to stick with it. So I flew from New York, my first time to New York, and I always knew like in my spirit that I was supposed to move to New York, but I was just so scared. I was like, there is no way in hell this Texas girl is going to get up and move to New York, and I have never been there. Like I was just so scared. And I remember people in my family would ask me like, why are you going to LA? Shouldn't you be in New York? Like that's where modeling's at. But I was a scaredy cat. So, I remember flying into New York and meeting with this, what is he? He's a casting director. I can't even think of that word. He's a casting director. And I remember like emailing him like, I want to meet with you. Like, I want to audition for this show. Like, please just give me the casting. And he did not return my email. So I was just like, what the hell? He's not going to return my email. But lo and behold, I was at a party and like, I was just like introducing myself to people. And like this guy introduced himself to me. And I remember it's the same name as the person that I'm emailing. So I'm like, hold on. are you blah 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 blah? And he's like, yeah. And I like introduced myself again, and I'm like, well, I'm blah, blah, I'm Iris, you know, like nice to meet you, nice to meet you. I've been emailing you, you know, put him on blast a little bit, and like he was like, wow, you're gonna have to come to this casting, which I was like, hold on, honey, what? Like this is how is this? Are you talking to me? Are you inviting me to my casting, my first casting in New York? And yeah, I went to my first casting. I remember inviting my friend too, just because we were both pursuing our careers and it was our first time in New York. So yeah, we both went and I didn't get it. However, he just affirmed a lot of things for me, like that I had definitely had a place in the modeling industry. He confirmed, obviously, that I was gonna have to move to New York. He confirmed that I was gonna have to lose some weight, and he confirmed that I don't know. He basically confirmed that I can do it. If I wanted it, I could do it. I just had to make that move. So yeah, that was my first trip to New York. I did book a lot of shows. I ended up being featured in Essence, and then I was back to LA, and y'all, I could not catch a break in LA. Like LA was just, it was the ghetto, honestly. I moved there thinking like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be in Hollywood, I'm gonna be seeing all these celebrities, I'm going to, girl, no, honey, no, 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 no. It was a struggle. I remember like going to agencies, every single one of them was like, no, we have a girl that looks like you. No, we already have someone like you. Nope, you're beautiful, but nope, you're not for us. And I remember hearing all those things and I just felt so like, what the hell? What you mean I'm not for you? You know, and it like really hit me hard. It made me not want to do it anymore. But then I was like, hold on. I was just in New York, honey, and they told me I had it. So what? You know? So I definitely started thinking more about moving to New York. I was still very scared. Yeah. And then I remember moving into this new apartment. I had like 3 other roommates. And I remember the guy, he ended up like stealing our money, our rent money. And I was in Paris at the time, so I didn't know any of this was happening. I'm in Paris and I fly back home from Paris to LA and I find out that we're being evicted because the guy took our rent money and we don't know where the hell he went off to, you know, just real scandalous LA type of people. And yeah, that happened and I was pissed. I was like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, you know, and I had in the back of my mind like, oh, this is the universe telling me it is time to go. It is time to pursue. It is time to move forward. And y'all, I was like fighting it. And then right after that, my car was towed and I thought someone had stolen my car. And for those of you who don't know, my car, it was my baby. Literally, I would travel alone and my car would be there. Like, I always felt like by having my car, I had like a bit more freedom. So when they towed my car and I didn't know, I thought it was stolen at the time. I remember calling my sister like, what am I gonna do? Like my car is lost. And I ended up calling the pound, like the police pound or whatever, and they had taken my car because I forgot to get it registered. And it had been in the pound for so long, like it was just ridiculous amounts of money they were asking me for. And my sister was like, just let it go. Just let it go. You're talking about going to New York. Just get your things, pack your things, and go to New York. And I was like, but how am I gonna make it? Like, I don't have a car. Like, I'm being evicted. All these like negative things that were happening one after the other. And yeah, my sister really affirmed and like pushed me. Literally, she was my hype man. She was like, okay, girl, it's time to go. Like, you can do it. Yeah, so I ended up moving from LA. I went back home in Dallas for a little bit. I think I was home for maybe 2 months. And I was just like, I need to save money. Like, I'm moving to New York. I don't know what to expect. I don't know where to live. Yeah, so I ended up working for 2 months, but I feel like I was not saving any kind of money, like enough to move to New York. I had in my mind that like I need at least like, I don't know, like $7,000-8,000 to be in New York. Like I can't just go. And then I remember I got so tired of working. Like I was like, I can't do this. I'm working minimum wage to get to New York. This is never going to happen. So I ended up just booking my ticket to New York, a one-way ticket, and I was just like, however much money I have, by the end of this is how much I have. I'm not gonna keep staying at home, you know, like I just felt like a loser, like a class A loser is what I felt like. So I worked for 2 months, and I think I had like maybe $1,000, not even $1,000 after I had to pay my bills. No. So I ended up moving to New York, and I think at the time I was moving to New York, I had like $300, but I was gonna get paid the next week, right? Like last check or whatever. So I moved to New York with $300, y'all. $300. Crazy. And the time that I was moving was Fashion Week. It was right around Fashion Week time, and I told myself, like, I'm meant to be here. I'm gonna make this work, because I mean, obviously I can always go home, but then if I go home, I will not return. So I was like, I have to make this work. So my first week, my first day, I remember like the place I was supposed to stay at fell through, so I ended up staying with a friend for the first like day, and then my friend from LA was coming into town, so we ended up staying in a boat, which is a whole nother story. I will definitely like fill you guys in. We ended up staying in a boat, and oh god, that was a whole freaking struggle. I don't even know how to work a boat. I don't know how to get on and off a boat without a dock. It was just, it was a learning experience, and it was cold as hell. However, we like made it work. We made it happen. I booked a lot of shows that Fashion Week. And then after that, real life hit. I was like, damn, I have like $100 left of the $300. And how the hell am I gonna live in New York where the rent is like $2,000 plus? So I remember meeting these girls out at a casting, and they were telling me about like model housing, all these crazy things. I was like, this really exists? All I have to do is go out and I get a free place to stay? No way. So I went from the boat to a model house, and I am going to give you guys the entire experience, okay? I am no longer living in a model house, so I will literally give you play-by-play of my experience, okay? It wasn't all bad, but there's a lot of things you guys need to know, other models out there who are about to like maybe experience their first model house. They're not all the same. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys the details of my life. I have now been in New York for, it's been a little bit over a year. I think I'm like 14 months in, and I just cannot believe I have been here a year. I think the saying is, if you make it, 10 plus years, you're a New Yorker, but if you make your first year, then you're like good. I don't know, but keep watching, okay guys? I am going to give you the play-by-play of my modeling career, the things that I'm doing, the ways that I'm getting out of my comfort zone with traveling. I'm going to open up about my personal experience, my family experience, everything. You guys are going to get to know me in a way that I have never allowed people to get to know me, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for showing so much love throughout my career, and I'm just extremely excited to be able to document the rise. Like, I am extremely excited. So if you guys would just like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. Let them know that your girl is opening up. See what? I'm expanding my borders 2020, okay? Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. And I want you guys to comment below, in what ways are you expanding your life? What ways are you pushing the envelope in your life for 2020? What goals you have? If you are a model and your model house experiences, please leave them below, because my next videos will definitely, it's gonna be real raw, okay? Real raw.